All right, so I'm just going to get started. If you're in this room, hopefully you're in the right place. We're going to talk about using YouTube to create and curate different learning experiences for your students and even your teachers too. If you do any kind of PD or you collaborate with other teachers in your school or district or around the world. So this website, which is linked to the document I think they already sent out, it will give you all the resources that I'm talking about today. tinyurl.com/YouTube GSS18. Here's my favorite YouTube quote. Does anyone like The Office? Yes. I mean, when he said this, it was like the most true moment of my life. But it's true. I mean, really, you can get caught up forever. The reason I love YouTube so much in education is because I was a very mediocre student before grad school. And one of the reasons was I always tested really well, like in math and stuff, but I couldn't pay attention in class. And we didn't have all of this stuff when I was in school. So we can't blame screens or anything. It was just truly me. I could not pay attention. And then I would go home with my textbook and try to figure it out. And if you've ever read a math textbook, do we have any math teachers in here?
I'm science.
Okay. I like science though. You're hands-on, you know, I'm a fan. So if you've ever opened a math textbook or you remember opening a math textbook, that cannot teach me math, you know? But now I work with a lot of kids pre-K through 12, and if they need extra help on something, I'm like, oh my God, let's just look it up on YouTube. It's the second largest search engine, second only to Google. YouTube was purchased by Google, which makes it a Google app, but YouTube is just like this amazing web of resources about everything you possibly could want in the entire world. I use it in everyday life too. I hear people use it for like their little cooking channel, their cooking instructions and stuff like that. For me, I use it in moments of like sheer panic. So for example, since we were talking about kids, my first time going out with my daughter by myself, I remember like my husband would always break down the stroller. I never paid attention. So I felt like, oh my God, I'm such a cool mom, not my stroller. And I felt like I was just walking on air. And then I put her in the car and I'm like, oh my God, how do I fold the stroller? I was like, what do I do? So I YouTubed a video how to fold the stroller. Thank God it worked. But my parents, the first time I let them take her for a walk, you know, you're more crazy with, they actually went to put the stroller back in my car and couldn't fold it either. So my dad, I love him, but he's a true dad. He put the entire stroller in the car, like unfolded in the back, hanging over. And I was like, oh, it's so simple, Dad. But in my mind, I'm like, just YouTube it. So this quote is so true to me. But then I read this one, and this is one of the co-founders of YouTube. YouTube is a platform, a distribution vehicle. When I think about vehicles, like buying a new car, I mean, how awesome would it be to just custom design it for yourself? Exactly what you need. As teachers, we have the opportunity to do this for free for our kids, for everyone we work with. We design our own vehicle, our vehicle of information using YouTube, and we don't have to spend a dime on it, which is pretty cool too. So what we're going to focus on today is curating, creating, and sharing content within YouTube, and then also enhancing the YouTube experience. So I mentioned that little link that I gave you guys, which brings you here, which I see a lot of you anonymous animals are up here. Some of the animals up there are so bizarre, aren't they? Like I could do like a dog, an elephant, but sometimes I'm like, what the heck is well, I know all these. But what is that? Aurochs?
I don't know.
See? Learn something new.
That must be me.
There you go. Somebody Google it and tell us what it is at the end. So here's the link that I gave you. And what you'll be able to do from here, these are some just quick little resources for you. But here's the session agenda. If you were to click on the session agenda, this is a list of all the topics and tools I'm covering today. And then for some of them, I didn't finish doing this, but for some of them, I added actual links to specific other things. It'll be videos, extension links, that kind of stuff. So we'll just start at the very top, making and managing video playlists, which is the most important thing in my mind. If you were just in my last session, you remember I said one of my biggest pet peeves is creating a playlist. Has anybody ever done that on YouTube? So I can't stand it because there's not a button to create playlists. Like you have to go to the first video you want to put on a playlist and add it to a playlist that way. So let's create a playlist. Someone name a subject area they teach or a topic they teach.
American Revolution.
There you go, So Hamilton. I was just gonna say.
No one knew about Hamilton.
I know. It's my favorite example because literally we had like wait lists for history classes because of Hamilton. I was like, guys, you know, like Lin-Manuel Miranda is not in the class. Like, I can't. It is the most crazy thing to me.
It's great because kids now
are excited.
Have an understanding of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Because of his play.
Yeah, but it is funny. I mean, I'm very sick of it. No, if you're a big fan.
I love Hamilton before the play. Like, he was interesting.
Oh, you're like my brother, yeah.
I actually like studied him, and then now I'm able to have conversations with the sixth graders about Hamilton.
Did you see the show?
No.
Do you want to?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to email me? I have the blacklit. I have the copy of it on Google Drive. So if you have my email, if you email me, I'll share it with you. Okay. But you have to promise not to like sell it or anything like that. It's obviously illegal. Yeah, just send me an email and I'll send it to you. I think I'm part of like the Broadway mafia in my mind. So I'm very bitter about Hamilton because I never saw it. So now I never want to see it. I saw it off Broadway at the Public. But once it got to Broadway, believe it or not, teacher salary can't really swing $1,000 a ticket. But yeah, I'm over it, but I will definitely share it with whoever emails me and says, aren't you happy you came here? Mm-hmm. Right? That's a big bonus. You're welcome, world. No one repeat that though.
We're glad we were in the room where it happened.
Oh, there you go. All right. So now, any other Hamilton jokes out there?
Yeah.
So he teaches American Revolution. So let's say I want to get some videos. What grade level do you teach?
Sixth grade.
Okay. Oh, that's a fun age.
Not bad.
First half of the year, pretty good. Then they grow up a little bit. Yeah. So let's say I looked at this video. I think this is a great video. I'm going to click on it. If I want to add it to a playlist, this little 3 lines right here with the plus sign, I'm going to click right there. And this is how I create my playlist for the first time. So I'm going to click Create New Playlist, and I'm going to call it American Revolution. I know, a very exciting title. I can change my privacy settings, so I'm going to keep it public, and I'm going to create. Let me get like one more video, just so I can have at least more than one on there. Once I click this playlist button again, I can check off American Revolution. And now you'll see it says added to playlist. So now I know I have 2 videos in there. Upper left-hand corner, I can click on those 3 little lines. And here's my playlist right here. We were just talking about finding your playlists. Here's all my playlists right here. Here's American Revolution. When I click on that, this is my playlist page. This is just the playlist for American Revolution. From here, I can make some edits. So first things first, these little arrows that are pointing 2 different directions, that's to shuffle. So maybe I want the kids to watch it in a very specific order. Maybe I don't care. That's up to you. I pretty much never shuffle my videos unless it's for like, sometimes I let the kids be a DJ and they like add a song to a playlist. That's up to you. This little edit button right here, if I click edit. So here's where we can do all of our editings for our playlists. We talked about sharing our playlist. If you were to click this little share button, this is where our sharing link is added. This is where we can embed things, email them directly, which I never do. I don't know why. I just rather just copy and paste the link. I find it just as easy. And then right here, do you see this little checkbox for allow people with link to add videos? Are you the only history teacher in 6th grade at your school? Okay, so it's just you. But if there was 2 of you, you could check this off and then give it to him or her, and then they could also add videos. You guys could work together on this. So if I check this off, anybody with this link will be able to add a video to that. That's public. So here's my playlist. I can also change the order of my playlist if I wanted to. Oh, didn't want to open that.
If it asks me to create a channel or something, because I've not used YouTube before.
You have to do that for the first time since you haven't done it.
So it just says library. It doesn't say playlist.
Well, this is, where are you talking about?
There, I guess.
Over on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, playlists are in your library. So if it has those 3 little lines, that icon is a playlist. You have to, YouTube is different. We were just talking about that, right? Those 3 little lines, you just.
Like Google hasn't changed it to be Googleified.
Yeah, it's not as I feel like it's not as intuitive, probably is the word.
Like sites used to be and calendar used to be.
There you go.
Google.
There, and I'm still mad about Google Sites that they didn't bring over your old sites into the new platform. No, I don't like the old one, but now I can't use my old sites. I have to just copy and paste everything. So from here, in addition to sharing, if you click this little playlist settings icon, we can make additional changes. So here's your playlist privacy. If it's maybe student created videos, and maybe you have like all of their final exams, they do like a video talking about the American Revolution, you can make it unlisted or private and share based on whoever you're looking for. This is where we can allow embedding, which I usually don't have a problem with since I'm all about sharing content. And then ordering, it can be either manual, so I could drag and drop and decide which order to show the videos in, or it can be, of course, most popular, that kind of stuff as well. That's up to you. I always skip auto ad just because I don't have a reason to use it. I'm not like a big time brand person. But then collaborate, I mentioned before, if you give someone this direct link, they can collaborate with you on a playlist. So for example, when I applied for Google Innovator, we were all waiting to get our acceptance letters or rejections. I shared like a link and it was like a waiting playlist and everyone added their favorite song about waiting. There's surprisingly a lot of them. So when you're done having people collaborate, if you want to turn it off, you can click this deactivate link button. That's up to you. To add videos, you can just simply keep searching for videos and click those through the lines of the plus sign to add to playlist, or of course add videos from here as well. So if you mouse over a video, like I'm mousing over this one, see that little more button? If I click more, this is where I can add specific notes to a video. This is people who view your playlist will be able to see this. So I can say, watch this before the final. And now anybody who views my playlist will see my notes with the video as well. You can also change the order of things. You can move things up and down. I mean, that's the gist of a playlist. Pretty cool. So it falls under your channel. So this is my channel. It will go into the playlist category. But again, when we share things like share it to our Google Classroom, share it to our teacher website, I usually just go here, copy and paste the link, or embed it right into my website or something like that. That's the gist of playlists. Pretty simple. I like to think so too. I really don't like the fact that I have to go to a video first to create a brand new one. So next up, we're going to go to our Creator Studio. So your Creator Studio, this is another thing I don't like about YouTube. It's kind of hidden. So to find Creator Studio in the upper right-hand corner, you click on your little picture. It might be your initial if you've never been there before. And there's a box that says Creator Studio. Do you see that? If you click Creator Studio, it'll bring you to your Creator Studio page. So from here, it shows you all the videos. You can go over your analytics, which we don't spend a lot of time on today because I'm not really worried about viewers. I'm worried about the actual content itself. And then from here, we can also talk about things like live streaming, managing our videos, editing our videos, and more. So I'm actually doing a live event right now, believe it or not. So under live streaming, if you click there, there's 2 different options for live streaming. Well, 3 now. They added this one in the upper right-hand corner. There's Stream Now, which means you automatically start streaming. I never use it. I like to plan my events in advance. I think it's really good for like morning announcements and stuff like that. There's also events. Another example I would give you for Stream Now is I had my appendix out in 8th grade. I remember I missed, I think, like 3 weeks of school, and I just got this giant stack of papers and books. And like, I just had to do all of this busy work. It's probably, I mean, we know it's probably not the best way to learn. So I think to myself, like, now we could totally stream our classes. Like, give the kid a direct link, make it a private link or an unlisted link, and like, you're going to be out for 3 weeks on medical, sitting at home eating macaroni and cheese. Like, that's what I did. I could stream the class. Like, I would have much preferred that than sit. I don't think I even did all those worksheets. I think that was when I started hating school, actually. That was the moment for me. But that's a long time to just have to sit there and look at math textbooks. So Stream Now is a good example of that. I use events the most. So I'm actually recording right now. I don't know if you saw when you came in, but the reason I'm recording is because I'm going to give you guys this unlisted link that you're not going to share with anybody because I think I already said some bad things on here, like having illegal copies of Hamilton. I mean, I can edit it out. I probably will forget, but I could edit it out if I want to. So I'm going to give you guys the link, and if you have time or if you have a friend that you think would have liked something like this, you can go back and view this. You can share it with somebody. I don't care. Just don't tell anybody it was me, although my name's on it. Maybe I will edit it later. So I use this a lot for like parent events, like on top of kid stuff. For example, we do like this summer program. I run a Broadway boot camp for the elementary kids, and they do a show. Well, if you're a parent who works during the day, like most people do, you can't be there, but you would love to be there. A great way to do that is to live stream the event. We can live stream sport events. You tell them I'm not an athlete. Sport performances. We can live stream them. And we can live stream sports stuff, graduations. Like think about, you know, they have a grandparent in Hawaii. You could live stream the graduation. Like you could have that all customized for them as well. So I'm going to walk through now creating an event with you. So again, I went to Creator Studio. On the left under live streaming, I clicked on events. This one is the one that I'm working on right now. See the little red, it says live now. So I'm going to just walk through creating a new event with you. So I click on new live event in the upper right hand corner. I can give it a title.
It's recorded also.
I'm sorry?
Will it record it also?
Yeah, it's recording it. Yeah. So the link, actually, I think I already linked it. Yeah, it's already linked on there. Session live stream recorded. If you were to click on this right now, you'll hear me talking, like you'll hear everything I'm saying like 5 seconds behind because it is live streaming, but I made it unlisted because I didn't want anybody else to hear me say whatever comes out of my mouth because my filter is gone. It's the end of the day. I think it's kind of hot in here. Pretty done. So, and back to my live event. So here's where I can say, do I want it public or unlisted? I told you sometimes if we're working with kids, we do have approval for all the kids to be on YouTube and stuff, but if you don't, you have to be cognizant of that. But sometimes I still do like unlisted. I'll say, you know what, this is unlisted. Or we'll do private if it's an event that, you know, I want to use it for an observation later. I want to show it in a workshop, but I don't want to share it with the world. That's cool too. But usually for parents, we'll do unlisted and give the parents the link, then they can do what they want with it. So I can say what time, what day it is. Let's say it's June 14th at 3 p.m. I can add an end time if I want, give it a description, some tags. And then I can create an event if I want. But I'm going to move to the next tab, which is advanced settings for events. So if you're doing an event that kids can see, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want to turn this off, enable live chat. To be honest, you probably want to turn it off, period. Like I did like live streams for a superintendent's forum for things and nothing happened, but I turned off the live stream just because people can get, you know, like we're opening ourselves up to a lot of stuff.
To do that. Is this happening to everybody else? I had to put in my phone number and
if you've never done it before, yeah, it probably prompts you for a few things.
Okay.
So anyway, you probably want to turn that off. You should know if you do a live stream event, it's defaulted to the chat being on. So our middle school does live streamed morning announcements, and every morning kids are on there. I don't even know how they're on their phone, but they're like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, can someone stop them? But no one does. I told them to turn it off, but go ahead. You're fine.
How far in advance do you set these up if you're going to live stream something for a school? Like how much notice do you?
It depends. Like if it's something like right now, I just did it real fast before this session. But if it's for like our show, I did it the week of, like you can get creative with it. The nice thing about setting it up ahead of time is that you have the link. So, speaking of the link, a little tip for saving yourself some embarrassment. Because I don't know if you saw, but my other one has a giant picture of my face, which believe it or not, I don't really want people to see. So you can change if you go to your little picture and go to my channel, this picture up here is actually what they'll use for like the little screensaver. So when I set up an event, like if I set something up 2 weeks ahead of time for graduation or something like that, this will be the picture that it uses. And it says, it'll have a countdown to your event. So what's good about setting it up is that they will have that in advance. The link will be ready and it'll be a countdown. Now, if you don't add channel art, which is this bar up here, it pulls this picture of you. This is a great picture of me, so I'm not embarrassed about that one. The other one, I didn't like crop it or anything, and like it was just like here down. And like when I would do webinars and stuff, it was like that, and you can't change it. Once you set it up, it's like just there. And it wasn't the best. So this, and then you can't even, if you Googled that, you couldn't find that. So I learned that today. Not in a session, just now from me changing my picture. So you should do it too. So
use channel, you said use the channel art or don't use channel?
Yes, customize your channel, this banner right here. When you go to customize channel, your profile picture is what it pulls unless you have a picture here. So put a picture here that's something that you don't care about being broadcasted to the world. So go to Glamour Shots. And you know what? It crops it itself. You can't adjust your crop settings either. So like I said, it was like here to here. And I was like, this feels very weird for a Google Drive webinar. Yes, very bizarre. So I can change the category. I can have additional settings as well. You could also turn off comments. That's up to you. Again, like I said, when you open yourself up to live streaming to your students, the community, you are opening yourself up to a lot, which I'm cool with most of the time, but you know, do your research first. You can always turn it on later. So you can turn off allow comments as well. And you can go through these two and just create event whenever you're ready. So once I click create event, here's my event called sample webinar. Remember how I told you you could share the link in advance? If you click sample webinar, here's my link. See how, oh, that's helpful. There's my link. It's counting down. See how it's counting down right now for me?
Did you win it?
Yeah, you don't have to join. You can just go to the link and it'll automatically start when the person starts broadcasting. So I can't start two at once, but I'm going to show you it from here since I already have it running. This is not what it looks like, just so you know. It only looks like this because I'm live streaming right now. So I have my camera covered up, but I use my webcam for stuff. I don't even have a separate camera. Whatever mic and camera is built into my laptop, which is what I've been using. But for this, I'm streaming my desktop, which is why it looks so weird. So once you click, when you're in events, here's my live events. I could click start hangout on air. I can't do that right now because I'm already doing one. But if you click start hangout on air, this window will pop up. And then down here, there'll be a green button that says start broadcast. Once you start broadcast, it's being broadcast on that link. No one has to sign in. They don't have to do anything. It's just automatically being broadcast. Now, I screen share a lot. If you were in my last session, I talked about like webinars, for example. I talked about getting Google certified trainer status. And like one of the things you have to do is do 12 trainings a year. If you're a classroom teacher, that's a lot. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but like it is. So one of the workarounds for the people that we have certified who are in the classroom still, we say like, do a 30-minute webinar. You could do like how to use Google Classroom with second graders. It could be a half-hour webinar on YouTube Live, which is a Google platform, and you can just share your screen. So to share your screen, it's just this little green square with the white arrow. You share your screen, now you're good to go. If you don't share your screen, it's going to show whatever's on your webcam. Mine's covered up because of experience. Now, if I was going to air something for the kids, like, of course, I would take it off and turn it around, but I was doing a webinar, I didn't realize I clicked stop, or I never click stop. So like 40 minutes after the webinar, it's literally just me working. I wasn't doing anything bad. But like, you know, like you wake up in the morning, you get ready, and you're like, oh my God, it looks so good. That's me every morning. I'm like, I can't believe I'm not a model. And then like, you see yourself, you know, like it's like the thing of your phone is that the camera's facing you. It's like, how did this person get on my phone? And then it's you. So like that was terribly humbling. I edited it out because you can edit, but just don't be like me. I keep it covered up until I'm ready to use it because everybody makes mistakes. I am one of the mistakes. Not that you guys aren't all beautiful, but trust me, the morning is different than the afternoon. So moving forward with our YouTube, so now we can do a live event if we wanted to. Next up on our list is some Chrome extensions. So if you use Chrome extensions now, great. I'm going to just talk about a few that I use for YouTube the most. Chrome extension, these little icons up here in the upper right-hand corner, those are all extensions. An extension in Chrome is just like part of your web browsing experience. So once you install it, it just works whatever you're doing with Chrome. So a few things that I have to use when I'm using YouTube is, let's say, see, this is another problem I have with YouTube. I YouTube a lot of stuff. So I can't always know what's going to come up, you know, and I feel like I don't want people to see my suggestions because they're not always great. And the kids, like one time, my first year, I was in 4th grade. I wasn't in 4th grade, you know what I mean? And I played Schoolhouse Rock. And I'm like, Schoolhouse Rock, oh my God, this is great. I remember this. They're going to love it. Bill becomes a law. I'm such a good teacher. And then I put it on the smartboard and like it said, this is effing awesome, but like the full word. And And I was like, oh my God, like, what's your first instinct? It's cover it up, right? Well, like, smart word is project it. So now I just have the F word on my arm. And I was like, oh my God, like, why is this happening to me? But so that was awful. So at that point, I discovered viewpure.com, which I don't really use anymore because I have an extension. But if your district limits extensions, you might want to look at viewpure. It's linked on there. If you go to viewpure.com, you can paste the URL into the website and it'll just black everything else out and give you the video. For me, I use this one, turn off the lights. So when I open the video that I want, I just click turn off the lights and it gives you just the video.
Nice.
So it's good because you get rid of your suggestions and you get rid of the comments and all that kind of stuff. And so turn off the lights.
That's an extension.
It's an extension. To add it's free. To add an extension, you go to the Chrome web store. If you've never done this before, I recommend you log on to Chrome because then everything you use with Chrome, your extensions will follow you. So from the Chrome web store, you could just literally type in, turn off the lights.
Love that.
And then right here, you'll see, mine says rate it because I already have it on here, but you can just click add to Chrome and it'll add it to Chrome automatically. When you open whatever video you want, like let's say this video is what I want, I click my light bulb and it turns it off for me.
Now, if you share that link, will that turn off the light bulb?
No. But ViewPure, I think you can do it in ViewPure, but that's a separate website. So that might be something you'd be more interested in. No pressure. Let us know how it goes. Right? So
It can read and change all your data on the websites you go to.
YouTube is the one that it's focused on. If you don't want to do it, ViewPure is a better alternative for you. If you're nervous about that, I'm fine with that. But you might want to try viewpure.com. So the next one that I think you need is video ad blocker for YouTube. On my session agenda, all of these are linked directly to the Chrome web store, so you click on them and just install them real fast. This is another one out of experience. Video ad blocker. You know how YouTube has a ton of ads?
Right.
I don't ever see ads on YouTube. If I go onto a computer and I play YouTube, I'm like, why are there so many ads? It's out of control now. Well, that Broadway boot camp I told you about, I was using my friend's computer who sees a lot of movies, and a few years ago there was a romantic comedy called Sex Tape. And it was about a married couple, right? It was about a married couple that just wanted to like thrive up their marriage. And like, it wasn't bad, just the title. 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. The S word. So
Mommy, my teacher.
yeah, we were showing them a clip from Annie on Broadway. But before the clip, they learned something else. And again, I think he was the one who was a friend. He just tried to cover, and now he's got sex tape on his back. And like, it's just, I have so many terrible experiences with this, which is like literally this came from a need from me having to like recover. And I
think they can fix the tampon ads on Pandora.
I can't even.
That's what gets me.
I can't. I mean, really, don't we all have these weird stories? Like, truly, all this stuff that I find just came out of necessity because I've just been in the most awkward positions in the world. So that's why sex tape is what gave birth to video ad blocker for YouTube. If you install that, you don't even have to turn it on. You just never have ads. You probably won't even notice that you're using it until you see someone else with YouTube and they have ads and you're like, your computer's broke. It's just because you'll be so used to it. It just blocks all of the ads for you. What is this one? I don't even remember how I use this or if I use it still. I think I stopped using this, but this might be something you're interested in. I haven't been having a problem with this, but I know we talked about IT, my enemies. Any IT people in here? Okay, good. I saw your face and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, good. They're my mortal enemies. And they know it. Don't share this video with anybody. Watch, they'll come back at me. Somebody told me. No, they just have to have power over us. And so this was one of my responses with YouTube. If you install Smart Video, it allows you to like change the settings for buffering. You know how YouTube won't buffer unless you press play first? You can keep the link open and check it off so that it buffers without playing it. So if it takes 45 minutes to buffer a video, which happens.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it happens. It'll start buffering without you playing it. Like you can change your buffering settings. I stopped using it because we're okay, but I wanted to mention that one. This one I don't use, but everyone talks about this. Magic actions for YouTube. I don't even know, but it's literally like you can use mouse keys to turn the volume on and up. I don't really need those kind of shortcuts, so I don't talk about them. I really am focused on the ones that make my life less embarrassing, but that might be something you want to explore as well. Screencastify is not specific to YouTube. It's not a YouTube extension. It's just a video recording thing that I'm going to do real fast because I use video so much. A lot of my job is teaching professional development because I am the digital literacy and learning specialist for the entire school district. So we just do PD all day, every day, in class, ed tech support, that kind of stuff. Not IT. I can't fix anything, but I can Google it. So I'm going to show you guys Screencastify because I'm going to make a little video for you right now, and I'm going to link it here. So here's my Screencastify extension. I'm going to click record, and I'm going to share my entire screen.
2, 1.
So just count it down for me, and I'm going to show you how to download a YouTube video. So some reasons why you might want to download a YouTube video would be music. I know it's a funny reason. But like, I remember back when I was getting married, there was like a really cool song that I wanted to use, but you couldn't download it on iTunes or anything. And like, it was only on YouTube. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? So I Googled it and then I figured it out. So let me just find any funny video I can think of. Actually, does anybody like sports in this room? 2. Okay. Wow. Very sporty crowd. I actually I don't hate them. I just don't watch them, but I am living for this. Did you see this?
Yes.
I love sass and drama. And like this moment is the greatest moment, I think, in sports.
They're calling it the Viola Davis.
Oh, yes. Like, look at this little, he's like, I don't have time for this. Oh, wait, no, this person edited it. We need a better one. Like, here's his man purse, which I think everyone should have purses. Did I already do this one? Yeah, I did. Here. All right, these actually are not good. This is probably a better one. I just need to find it. Actually, it doesn't matter. This is an example. Why am I worried about this? I just need you all to know he grabbed his purse. So let's say I wanted to really good. Like, he gave us good face. He gave us everything. And it made me want to watch basketball. I'm not going to watch it, but it made me want to. So let's say I wanted to download the, right? I'm like, oh, work. So let's say I wanted to download this video. Here's what we do. Before the word YouTube, type in SS and click enter. Once you do that, it can be any YouTube video. It takes you to a third-party page. And then I don't download the app because we're not allowed. But you see right here where it says download video in browser? If you click on that, there's my video right here. I'm going to download it as MP4. There it is. See it at the bottom? So now I can bring it over if I want when it's done downloading. I'm going to bring it to my desktop. So now if I don't have internet, I can just watch this whenever I want. Like whenever I need to like feel sassy, I can watch LeBron with his purse. So I downloaded that video. Could be helpful too if you wanted, like for me, when I changed my name, I had a whole other YouTube channel. I didn't want to lose my YouTube videos, but I downloaded them so I could bring them over and still have them or all the student work. I didn't want to just lose all of it. I downloaded it so like live streaming, we download them. But I always talk about that Broadway boot camp that we do, but it's my favorite part of the year. I downloaded that and I can give it as DVDs to the kids. So you can download any video you want. So go get LeBron with his purse. That should be your first one if you want to try something. So that's an example of downloading a video from YouTube. Now I'm going to click stop sharing because I don't know if you remembered, but I was recording on Screencastify that whole time. I'm going to show you how to download a YouTube video. So whose voice is that? That's another thing with these videos. Like, I don't know. I feel like I look good, I sound good, and then that happens. So I'm going to share this. It actually automatically goes to my Google Drive. Let me find it real fast, and I'm going to link it so you guys will have that video. So if you forget anything I'm saying, you can just go back and watch that short video.
Nice, thank you.
Welcome. It'll just be $5 cash when you leave. I'm just kidding. I'm rich. I'm a teacher. So let me find June. So this is why I like Screencastify, though. It goes right to this folder, and it keeps me organized for me. So what's today? June 4th. Oh, it's not even there yet. Well, I'll link it when it loads finally. Someday. You will have it eventually, hopefully. So moving forward, I think I have just a couple more things to talk to you about. So creating a GIF. Did you guys know GIF is pronounced GIF? It's not a GIF. You knew it? I didn't.
But I thought now it's both ways are acceptable.
GIF. I researched this last
I
night
did too.
because I was like, these people are probably going to want me to say it right. So I researched it. I YouTubed it and I did like all this stuff and like it's GIF. The man who invented them calls it a GIF. So if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. So it's a GIF, people, like the peanut butter. So you can also make a GIF. And since we just looked at LeBron carrying his purse, let's make a GIF of that. So let's find him. YouTube. I'm glad I took it away from education because really, education's overrated. I mean, here we go. Here's his purse. Oh, that's not his purse.
No.
Where's the, we need to find the exact minute because, a GIF is that little short video clip. I got to find the minute he gets up. Oh my God. Oh, here it is. All right. It's slow too. He like takes the time. There he goes. All right. So I think like 7:53 would be good. I should make this my background. All right. So to make a GIF out of any YouTube video, you could go to the URL at the top and just like we did the SS to download, type GIF before YouTube and it will take you to a third-party site. And now you can edit your own GIF.
Was it GIF or GIFs?
Oh, just GIF. Okay. So I know, what did I say? 7:57, right? 7:50.
7:55. Oh
my God, you are good.
Was that 7:55?
How did you remember that? Look, that's good. Oh, you wanted to watch it when you go home, right? So I could change the time, but like, that's good. That's good. I'm going to add some text. I'll do a caption. Bye. Well, that was a good one. Who said that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Is that, what was it saying? That was a thing, right? Ain't nobody got time for, it's really hard for me to spell things wrong, but I'm pretty sure I spelled it as wrong as I could. Okay, so there's my GIF. There's other options as well. But let's say I feel very confident that my GIF is the best it could possibly be. I'm going to click Create GIF. I can make it public if I want with other people because everyone's going to want this GIF probably. I'm going to go to Next. And no thanks, I don't pay for anything. I am a teacher, like I said. So here's my GIF. I made it. I forgot to link it. Did I make too many? That's embarrassing. Oh, no, here it is. There you go. Here's my link. You know how like on Facebook, people comment with GIFs on things? You could shut it down. This has nothing to do with education. But like, think about it. Like their commentary, like you could be like, mic drop. Like here's I'm the GIF creator. You can give a direct link. You can embed things. I always see these kind of memes and GIFs for like school rules and that kind of stuff. Like you could have so much fun with this, but that's how you make a GIF. But you know what? You'll probably spend too much time. It's like that Michael Scott quote, like you can't. And this one gave me life. So yeah, people like us. It's teachers who have nothing better to do. No, who have a lot better to do, but choose not to do it because stuff like this keeps happening. The purse thing I'm talking about. So, right? All right. So.
Wait, is that GIF? No. On my phone, I got something called.
You probably can't do it on your phone.
No, but GIF Maker, I got on my phone, so you can.
There you go.
Like your own, because over
pictures and videos and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't feel like doing anything and just did those GIFs for kind of my videos.
See, a teacher who just didn't feel like doing real life stuff and just made a bunch of GIFs.
Right.
I feel like we could probably run the world.
Well, and you can take pictures in like slow-mo, just something.
That's dangerous.
I was sitting there doing nothing, like time-lapse video almost with photos, and then it can go through the GIF and you can like speed up or slow down how quickly it goes through it.
She's an advanced jiffer.
I am an advanced jiffer.
I'm look LeBron purse level. She
Yeah.
is, you're much higher. You stay after and teach a bonus session because that sounds really good. So the last thing I want to show you guys before I let you go is just uploading a video, but also editing the video to add things like end screens, captions, and that kind of stuff, because there's a lot of power in making things interactive too. So I don't know if you've noticed, but up here, YouTube added a few more things. To upload a video now, you click this little camera and you go to upload video. And obviously the only video I have to upload is LeBron with the purse. So I'm just going to drag it and drop it. So now it's uploading it for me and I can change the name. LeBron, Queen of Sass. And I can like tag, I'm going to make it unlisted because I don't want people to, I don't want LeBron to like find me. I heard that's what he does. So I could even add it to a playlist, probably my playlist on the American Revolution. Seems like a good one for that. So it's processing now. It's taking a very long time, but that is how you upload. Because it's taking so long, and I did want to let you go a couple minutes early, I'm going to use an old video because I'm having Wi-Fi trouble here. Such a surprise. IT's probably sitting in the basement right now, like, oh, we're going to take them all down. They're waiting for us. So to edit your videos, and you could also edit live stream videos too. Remember how I told you I was going to edit out anything I said that was illegal? Mm-hmm. And if I don't, you still will you'll have my back, right?
You had it in 2 places though.
Oh, crap.
When you said it.
What were the times? You're good at the times. You should have written them down. You let somebody tweet me and let me know the times. So I'm going to go back to the Creator Studio, and I'm going to use like an old webinar I think that I did. So let's say I want to use this one. I guess Google Forms. Yeah. All right. So I clicked on it from Creator Studio. Now up here, I can change my info and my settings. So here's all my different options. I can do a description, change it to unlisted and that kind of stuff. Enhancements, I can like brighten the video, do things like that. If it's shaking, like if you have a kid live stream from an iPad, you could stabilize it, whatever you want to do there. Audio is where you can add sound if you wanted to. And then these are the things that I really wanted to show you real fast. End screen and annotations. And annotations don't exist anymore. So I don't know why that's still a thing. But an end screen is, you know, at the end of a video where it says like, click here to watch this one. If he has this American Revolution playlist, he could say, oh, click here to move on to another war or whatever. Look, I'm having.
Your own adventure thing?
Oh, yeah, that's a really nice way to put it. I was just going to say like, choose your own purse and leave the room kind of thing. So when you're adding an end screen, like I said, annotations are over. I don't know why they haven't taken that off. When you're adding it, you can go to use template and choose your end screen. So let's say I want like 2 different ones. I can click here. Here's my little template and select.
That's cool.
And now from here, I can just edit it and I can paste. Like here, I'll put this webinar on there, save. And I'll add my other webinar and save. I don't know why I'm having so much Wi-Fi trouble, but now at the end of this, I've given them what they want. It'll have 2 links to 2 other webinars that they can easily access, and I can just save it from there. The last thing I'm going to show you is this cards, which you can add, like the end screen gives you just places to link it to somewhere else. Cards are just like linking throughout. So you can like, at 35 seconds, I can add a poll. At 45 seconds, I can add a link. Oh, go here to take this little pop quiz about Alexander Hamilton, you know, so you can actually add any of these as well to any of your videos too. Make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm 5 minutes early, so I am still a little bit early. So I'm going to stop my live stream. So now, like I said before, if you were to go to that resource and click session live stream, oh, did I stop it? Oh.